Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Packers going up against the Jets.
Larry, it has been a wild ride through this 2019 NFL season. Plenty of plot twists and turns at every step. But it all comes to a conclusion tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 54 from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Anunwa's got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So second down, 3 yards to go now. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He is going to find Hill here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Fighting him off. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And now running right. And now look at him go. 30. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now let's go. Green, 30. All right, now, lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Blue landing.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He'll drop to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. He'll look to throw. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll run it here with Logan. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Josh Jones. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit! Now let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, here we go. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Levante David from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Set. Blue landed.
Looking to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On the carry, it's Logan. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Williams in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Rodgers. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. This is Logan. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first time. And the ball is knocked out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run with Logan. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one, and that's caught inside the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No, check.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New York first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a handoff handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go. Their time to shine. They run again with Logan. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission. And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Handoff as they run the counter play. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th. Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The interception
interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. A Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.